People are already gathering here in Paul O'Grady's home village of Aldington to pay their final respects to not only a stellar comedian but a huge animal lover. There are plenty of people who've come with their dogs. Paul O'Grady, of course, had that really important partnership with Battersea Dogs and Cats Home. He's also a huge pillar of strength for the LGBTQ community right through the 1980s with his drag queen act Lily Savage. A cortege will drive through the village later this afternoon before a private service is held.
It just meant so much to us to be able to have some of the staff and volunteers who worked with Paul and knew Paul in the 10 years that he was filming with us at Battersea, so that we could come here to pay our respects and bring some of the dogs along with us as well to do the same.
What are some of the great things that he's done for Battersea?
Just the way that he portrayed our work. So many people think of the place that we work as a really sad place. When you think of rescue animals, most people associate it with sadness, and actually Paul found the laughter, he found the happiness and the love. When he was filming with us, we were always laughing and joking, and he just brought that whole spirit and showed that different part of our work to people they don't normally get to see.
How sadly is going to be missed at the centre?
So it's going to be missed so much. It doesn't feel real still for most of us. I think it's why it was so important for us to be here today. But yeah, he's such a huge part of what we do, and as an ambassador he just played such a huge role in promoting the work of rescue and the campaigns that we work on to improve animal welfare across the country, and it feels odd to think that he's not going to be a part of that anymore.
First of all, why have you come down here today?
Because of Paul. I mean, it's fantastic. I mean, we've had many meals here as well. His love of dogs, I think that's the main thing. He's just a lovely person, was.
Did you know Paul?
I only met him once in Waitrose, to be quite honest, not to talk to. I was at the checkouts, and I looked up and I heard the voice. And I said to the check, I said, "That's Paul O'Grady, he always shops here." And I just looked, he went, I thought, what a lovely man. Just nodded. Just an ordinary lovely man.
And so you're from the village then?
New Romney, just about 20 minutes away.
What's your favourite memories of Paul?
Watching him with the dogs. The little dogs. He's on again tonight as well.
You're going to sorely miss him?
Pardon?
Are you going to miss him?
Oh yeah, I miss him. As I drove by, looked where he lives, I thought, it's going to be the last time he comes down there today.
I think it's just nice to come and say goodbye to someone who was just very kind. I think that's what you remember Paul for, being kind and using his platform, to promote good causes. That's why we think he deserves a nice goodbye.
And when he had his own show on at 5 o'clock, it was the most funniest show ever with Buster. And when poor Buster died, he got older, and he's just an inspiration. And also, he put, to me, people who rescue dogs, he put that on the map. So many people say, "Oh, I rescued the dog," and I think it's because of Paul O'Grady. And he's just a marvellous man, and obviously he did a lot of good, not only for the dogs, the LGBTQ as well.
And our little dog, these are his ashes. He was from Battersea Dogs Home, and he died just before Christmas. And Paul knew him; he was filmed with him on television, and it meant a great deal when years later he met him when we moved down here, and Hugo seemed to recognise him, and Hugo didn't love everybody, but he really still felt very warm towards Paul.
As you can see, with the hundreds of people who have gathered behind me, witnessing the cortege go by, he was loved locally too. People who live in this area say that he'd always stop for a conversation, he'd make people laugh, he'd help with local fundraising efforts and go down to the local school to help out wherever he could. The private service is being held so that close members and of his family and friends can say goodbye, as well as celebrities.